Have you ever paused mid-morning, felt your pulse in your wrist, and wondered if there's one tiny action you could take today to keep that quiet beat echoing for decades? Many of us walk for our hearts, and walking is wonderful. But science now shows layering just a handful of gentle resistance moves each day can multiply those benefits, cutting heart attack risk by letting your muscles act like secondary pumps. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through a seated and standing routine designed for seniors across the U.S., no matter the weather outside or the state of your knees. Think of this routine as oiling the hinges of every vessel in your body. Light tension from bands or body weight massages artery walls, sweeps cholesterol particles along before they cling, and triggers the release of nitric oxide, your heart's favorite relaxation signal. By the end, you'll have a practical blueprint you can weave into breakfast prep, TV time, or sunset on the porch. Let's begin the journey together. One quick note about expectations. If you've had surgery, wear a pacemaker, or manage arthritis, this routine is still your friend. You'll simply shorten ranges of motion and skip anything that causes sharp pain. The goal is not muscle exhaustion, it's circulatory stimulation. Imagine a river kept clear by gentle currents rather than a raging flood. That mindset keeps motivation high and injury risk low. Pass along this encouragement by hitting share, like, and subscribe. Before we lift even a finger, let's picture the heart as a lifelong dance partner who thrives on predictable rhythm and gentle challenge. As we age, arterial walls can stiffen, much like leather left in the sun. Resistance movements squeeze and relax surrounding muscles, polishing those walls and reminding them to stay supple. Pairing strength with steady walking or swimming improves the stroke volume. How much blood your heart ejects each beat, more than either activity alone. Repeated, controlled muscle contractions also coax glucose out of the bloodstream and into working cells, sparing the pancreas extra labor. A 2025 Mayo Clinic review showed adults over 65 who performed 10 minutes of resistance work 5 days a week lowered fasting glucose by 8% and LDL cholesterol by 12%. Dramatic wins for something you can do during a commercial break. Anecdote. Meet Dorothy, a 74-year-old retiree from Ohio who swapped her daily crossword for 10 minutes of band pulls and chair squats. 6 months later, her cardiologist high-fived her. Systolic pressure down 10 points, HDL up, and she can garden longer without gasping. Dorothy jokes that her petunias aren't the only things blooming. Her confidence is too. Share this tip with a friend, hit like, and subscribe for more senior-savvy wellness. Safety check. If you monitor blood pressure, note readings before you begin, stand slowly after seated moves, and log numbers again 10 minutes later. Over weeks, you'll notice subtle improvement, a biological thank you for your consistency. Light tension may look modest, yet wakes up more dormant muscle fibers than you'd guess. When you press a band or rise from a chair, tiny vessels inside each muscle stretch, releasing nitric oxide, a natural vasodilator that relaxes arterial walls. That means steadier blood flow and fewer after-meal spikes that otherwise strain the heart as potholes strain a tire. In 2024, researchers with the American Heart Association tracked older adults who added a 10-minute band routine to their usual activity. After 12 weeks, inflammatory markers, including C-reactive protein, dropped by 15% and resting heart rate fell 5 beats per minute. Those changes translate to a 30% drop in cardiovascular events over the next decade. Participants also reported better sleep and mood, crucial allies in long-term heart care. Anecdote. Frank, a 68-year-old veteran from Arizona, used to dread the word exercise. When his cardiologist framed resistance bands as portable blood pressure medicine, Frank tried a week of gentle presses while watching morning news. Now he quips that his recliner is the cheapest cardiac rehab in town, and he never misses his bando clock. If Frank's story inspires you, don't forget to share it forward, like this video, and subscribe for weekly heart hacks. Did you know resistance work stimulates production of myokines, healing molecules that travel from their birthplace in muscle to distant organs? One such myokine, irisin, helps convert white fat to metabolically active brown fat, nudging metabolism upward even during rest. It's like giving your heart a team of helpers working night shifts. We'll flow through 5 phases: warm up, upper body, lower body, core and balance, and cool down breathing. Each phase lasts roughly 2 minutes, short enough to tuck between coffee and toast. Equipment is simple: a sturdy chair positioned against a wall, a medium-strength cloth band, and shoes with good grip or non-slip socks. Keep water nearby and a phone within reach for peace of mind. If you use a walker, push it aside but within arm's length. Think of these 10 minutes as writing a love letter to your heart. With every controlled pull or squat, you're saying, "I value you." And like any good relationship, daily attention means everything. Send some love back by sharing, liking, and subscribing before we dive in. Place a folded towel under sensitive hips and adjust band tension by choking up or down on the ends. If you use oxygen therapy, perform a routine during a refill cycle so you never feel short of breath. Listen to soft music or ocean sounds to set a calming rhythm. Begin seated. Tap heels gently, feeling calves awaken. After 30 seconds, roll shoulders back 3 times, then lift arms overhead as if placing a crown. Lower arms wide, opening the chest for deeper breaths. This gradual rise in heart rate lubricates joints and signals the nervous system that bigger moves are coming. Imagine pulling new oxygen into every corner of your lungs as you raise your arms, then waving out stale air as you lower them. Research shows a brisk warm-up can improve arterial function during the workout by up to 20%, making every subsequent movement more effective. Anecdote: Lewis, 71, says he pictures scooping sunrise light when he raises his arms. That mental image lifts his mood along with his blood flow. Give Lewis a virtual high five by sharing, liking, and subscribing. If shoulder mobility is limited, keep elbows bent and raise only to shoulder height. The mere act of elevating arms against gravity still recruits stabilizer muscles that kick venous return into higher gear. Slide the band around your upper back, ends in each hand. Exhale while pressing forward as if closing a heavy gate. Inhale to return. Complete 12 slow presses, aiming for smooth, unhurried motion. Now anchor the band to the chair leg, sit tall, and row. Pull elbows back as though squeezing oranges behind you. Alternate press and row twice. These moves strengthen pectorals and mid-back, improving posture so vessels between ribs remain unkinked and lungs can fully inflate. Anecdote: Anna, 69, noticed her shoulders rounding after decades at a desk. 2 weeks into daily presses and rows, she found deeper breaths and fewer tension headaches. Signs her rib cage finally had space to bloom. If better posture sounds good, tap share, like, and subscribe. Breathing pattern matters. Exhaling during effort lowers internal pressure, protecting eye and ear vessels while keeping core engaged. Think blow when you go as a simple mantra. Plant feet hip width, scoot forward on the chair, cross arms over chest, and stand using leg drive rather than momentum. Sit back slowly, aiming for 10 reps that trace the same controlled path each time. Next, stand behind the chair, hands on its back, bend knees slightly, and pulse 3 inches up and down for 20 seconds. Feel quads and glutes ignite. These are your largest, blood-pumping helpers below the waist, pushing blood back toward the heart against gravity. Anecdote: Miguel, 73, once avoided any flight of stairs. After 6 weeks of sit-to-stands, he now tackles the 2-story library steps, claiming they're free cardiology appointments. Celebrate Miguel by sharing, liking, and subscribing. Choose a seat high enough that knees stay at or above hip level. Low couches may stress joints. If you can slide 2 fingers under each thigh while seated, you have room to engage hamstrings fully. Stay seated. Hold band ends, arms straight out. Lift your right knee, gently twist torso toward it, and return. Alternate sides 20 times. This trains deep abdominals that support the spine and helps steady blood flow when you rise from a chair or reach overhead. A strong core isn't just for looks, it stabilizes the diaphragm, ensuring smoother breathing during daily chores. It also sharpens proprioception, reducing fall risk, a major factor in preventable hospital stays among seniors. Anecdote: Clara, 76, paints portraits of her grandchildren. Knee lifts and twists improved her sitting endurance, keeping her heartbeat calm and her hands steady for the tiniest eyelash. Give Clara a nod by sharing, liking, and subscribing. Keep chest lifted throughout twists. Slumping compresses lungs and diminishes the diaphragm's piston-like action. Visualize a string drawing the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Place both hands over your heart. Inhale through the nose 4 counts. Feel ribs widen. Then sigh out 6 counts through pursed lips, letting shoulders melt. Repeat 5 rounds. Slow exhalations stimulate the vagus nerve, which drops heart rate and blood pressure in real time. Think of it as flipping the body's rest and digest switch. Anecdote: Pastor James, 80, pairs the heart hug with morning prayer, noticing his pulse settles before sermons. Send blessings via share, like, and subscribe. During each exhale, silently say relax to synchronize mind and body. Neuroscientists report that pairing a keyword with slow breathing enhances parasympathetic activation by 15%. You might have heard only sweaty, hour-long sessions melt plaque. The truth? Consistent micro-workouts like this 10-minute circuit can improve arterial elasticity as effectively as longer routines, provided they happen daily. Your heart values reliability over intensity. If weather, pain, or time crunches derail your walks, remember, a resistance band fits in a purse, desk drawer, or glove compartment. There's always room to protect your heart. Share this myth bust with a friend, hit like, and subscribe. Action step: challenge yourself to a 7-day streak. Print a calendar and mark each day you complete the routine. Tangible streaks nurture accountability. Link to habits. Perform the circuit right after brushing your teeth so you never forget. Use cues. Hang the band over the TV remote. You can't binge shows until you finish your moves. Buddy up, call a friend on speaker, and count reps together. Social movement raises adherence by 30% among older adults. Celebrate small wins. Keep a journal noting blood pressure readings and energy levels. Watch progress snowball. Consult professionals. If you use beta blockers or blood thinners, show this routine to your clinician. Most applaud its gentle nature and may suggest tweaks. Remember, communication builds the safest path forward. Anecdote: 3 neighbors in Florida turned their carport into a morning band club. They claim the gossip burns nearly as many calories as the exercises, and their collective LDL has dropped 40 points. Join their spirit. Share, like, and subscribe. If technology feels daunting, ask a grandchild to set a daily alarm titled Heart Hug Time. Intergenerational involvement boosts follow-through while forging priceless memories. Week 1. Perform the routine once daily, resting at least 5 hours between other activities. Week 2. Add a second circuit on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. By week 4, you may feel ready for 2 rounds 5 days a week. Always listening for signs of overexertion, such as unusual fatigue or joint pain. This graduated approach mirrors cardiac rehab protocols used in leading medical centers and keeps adaptation smooth and safe. Pair your resistance work with foods that support arterial health. Leafy greens rich in nitrates, berries packed with antioxidants, and omega-3 fatty acid from salmon or walnuts. Protein matters too. Aim for at least 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, spread across meals, to repair micro tears in muscle fibers. Even a simple snack of Greek yogurt and blueberries post-workout can accelerate recovery. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, knitting together muscle tissue and sweeping away inflammatory debris. Aim for 7 to 9 hours. If pain wakes you, Place an extra pillow under knees to ease lumbar tension. Good sleep isn't a luxury. It magnifies the gains from your 10-minute routine. Stop exercising and call 911 if you experience chest pressure, sudden dizziness, or pain radiating in a jaw or left arm. These could signal cardiac distress where minutes matter. Most seniors never face these issues with gentle routines, but being prepared is an act of self-care. Each month, we highlight a viewer who turned consistency into transformation. Send your story to the email in the description. Let's cheer each other on and create a ripple effect of heart health across every state. Question: can I substitute water bottles for bands? A. Yes, as long as weight is light and movement controlled. Question: what if my knees hurt during squats? A. Reduce depth or perform seated leg extensions. Question: how soon will I see results? A. Blood pressure improvements can appear in 4 weeks, while endurance gains show within 2. Select bands labeled light or providing 10 to 15 pounds of tension to start. Store them out of direct sunlight. Ultraviolet rays degrade latex over time. Inspect for small tears each week. Replace at the first sign of fraying. Consider a fabric loop band for lower body moves. They grip clothing and feel gentler on skin. Fresh air adds an extra layer of benefit by boosting vitamin D synthesis. Loop a band around a park bench for presses and rows. Use a tree trunk for anchored squats. Just check the ground for uneven spots to protect ankles. Birds provide the soundtrack, and neighbors may join, turning exercise into a small community event. Resistance exercise isn't only physical. Contracting and releasing muscles rhythmically signals the brain to release serotonin and dopamine, mood-lifting chemicals that combat depression common in older adults. Many viewers report sharper memory and reduced anxiety after a month of daily practice, proof that a healthier heart and happier mind often walk hand in hand. Numbers motivate. Record resting heart rate, blood pressure readings, and perceived energy levels each Sunday morning. Use a simple notebook or an app your grandkids set up, whatever feels comfortable. Watching a resting rate drop from 78 to 72 is more than digits. It's tangible proof of your dedication paying dividends. Print the routine steps or bring this video link to your next primary care appointment. Most providers celebrate proactive patients and may suggest personalized tweaks such as adding ankle weights or adjusting medication timing. Sharing your journey also inspires others in the waiting room, creating a positive feedback loop of healthier hearts in your community. Your heart doesn't ask for heroics, it asks for steady devotion. Give it 10 mindful minutes each day with these resistance moves, and it will reward you with steadier beats, freer vessels, and more afternoons making memories with grandkids, neighbors, or that well-loved golden retriever. Thank you for investing in yourself today. Share this video so more seniors can find hope. Tap like to tell YouTube that heart health matters, and subscribe for weekly, practical routines tailored to aging bodies that still dream big. Before you close this tab, do one small favor for your future self. Set a reminder right now. Voice assistant, sticky note, whatever works, that says, band routine before breakfast. This tiny prompt may become the hinge on which healthier decades swing. Then hit the share arrow so someone else you care about discovers this life-saving habit. Press like to tell the algorithm seniors matter, and subscribe so we can meet again next week for another manageable step toward vibrant longevity. Together, we're building stronger hearts, one simple repetition at a time. Always.